Hi, my name is Peter, and I will be arguing against the affirmative on physician-assisted suicide, or PAS. Now, the affirmative claims three things: that people suffer, people feel like they lose control, and that physician-assisted suicide will help terminally ill people. Responding to Melissa's first claim, I would like to bring to the audience's attention to palliative care. Now, palliative care focuses on improving a patient's quality of life by alleviating pain and other distressing symptoms of a serious illness. Palliative care is an option for people of any age at any stage in illness, whether that illness is curable, chronic, or life-threatening. When a patient receives a terminal or life-altering diagnosis, the subsequent life changes are not limited to the medical challenges. Patients encounter the physical trauma of the medical diagnosis while also experiencing psychological difficulties, social changes, and even existential concerns. In Oregon Health Authority research, 91% of those who were assisted with suicide cited loss of autonomy as their motivation to end their lives, and 71% cited loss of dignity as their motivation. Only 31% cited inadequate pain control. These needs require different forms of care. Palliative care seeks to take in consideration every facet of the patient's situation with professionals who can attend to all aspects of the patient's needs. Responding to the affirmative's second point, that people feel that they lose control and use PAS to retain dignity, unfortunately, Melissa left out a very important fact: that many religions prohibit suicide and the intentional killing of others. Now, the basic commandment is, "Thou shalt not kill." Virtually all religions have a law against killing, and we need to protect the morality of not only the patients, but the doctors that must extinguish their lives. Now, referencing the physician-assisted suicide organization, the religions for PAS include Methodist, Spiritualism, Unitarianism, Universalist, and the United Church of Christ. On the other hand, religions against includes Anglican, Catholicism, Christian Science, Eastern Orthodox, Islam, Jehovah's Witness, Judaism, Lutheranism, Mennonites, Mormons, Orthodox Church, Presbyterians, Salvation Army, and the Sikh. The sheer difference in the number of religions shows how many people does not support PAS, and going against their religion will not bring them any dignity. And finally, to respond to the affirmative's claim that assisted suicide will help terminally ill people, I would like to bring up an example of Anthony Orifice, who was 19 years old when a motorcycle accident left him paralyzed from the chest down. Now, during the struggle, all he could think about is to be dead. 20 years later, Anthony is now married, has a 7-year-old son, and manages his own medical supply business. Should euthanasia was legalized then, Anthony would never have had a second chance at a life. He is just one of the many people who initially received terminal diagnosis but have lived full lives for many years. Now, this goes to show that doctors and families may be prompted to give up on recovery much too early. If a patient is told that he has, for example, 6 months left to live with progressively worse pain, he may decide to end things before things start to get worse. This wipes out valuable time that can be spent with family and friends. It also denies the slim chance of a recovery or the possibility of discovering a doctor error. Miracle cures or recoveries can occur. You can never underestimate the power of the human spirit. A cheerful, never-give-up attitude can often overcome the longest of odds and the worst of illnesses. You also have to consider the constant medical and pharmaceutical advances that just might lead to a miracle recovery. We should never get to a point where we spend more time looking for a way out of life than for a way to sustain life.